Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. All right, about ready to start. Almost there. Almost there. We turn off Ortsy here. Ortsy Ortiz there on Jazz Drums. I hope you're all having a great evening. Welcome to Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist, where I try to help you have a better tomorrow. How about that? Huh? There's a new one. Trying to help you have a better tomorrow. That sounds all right. If you have questions, all you have to do, you got a couple choices. You can either, one, put it in the chat. Two, email me, jeffahern56@gmail.com. Or three, you can put it in the comments section under the last video you saw, and I'll look at it. And then, one more sip, I can answer all your wants and needs. I am unlicensed, but I think that's good. I yelled at someone tonight. I was walking the dog. It's like, how old am I? I know how old I am. I'm 56. I think the older I get, the more I yell. My dog, their dogs barked at my dog. And so my dog barked back. And so I'm trying to settle my dog. We're across the street. Like, they're on the other side of the street. And I'm like, okay, I got my back to them. Now I figure this person's moving on with their two dogs. My dog, I'm like calming down, calm. I'm talking to her calm, trying to, just keep her calm and just kind of get her in a calm state. And I turn over and there's Numbnuts still sitting there, same exact spot with his two dogs. I'm like, okay, maybe that's their spot they pee. I will stay with my dog some more. I will make sure she stays calm. I'm just keeping an eye on her. In my head, I'm assuming Numbnuts is going to be walking up the street, down the street, somewhere. And then I turn around one more time and there's Numbnuts still just staring. I'm just, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I just said, I kind of lost it, with my son. I'm like, I forget it. Let's just go the long way. This idiot's never going to fucking move. Like, what are you doing? You just sit there, just like, I don't know. Like, why do you think I'm trying to keep the dog there? So you can stand with your dog? Like, move along. So yeah, so then I'm just like, yeah. Like, what are you doing? Maybe that was on me. I don't know. Hey, ever eaten? Just two based women. I don't know. Biased or based? Maybe it could be either. We got deep voices, bass. Would I be the asshole if I got my tubes tied but told people I'm infertile? Well, is everyone trying to knock you up? Are the guys lining up outside your window late at night trying to crawl up your trellis in order to knock boots and make a baby with you? Well, like, I don't care. Did you just give up on having kids? Like, I don't understand. If you don't have kids and tie your tubes. Yeah. And you can just say that. It's honest. Let's dig in. I don't see any sense in it, really. Just say, I don't have kids, so I have my tubes tied. Doesn't I don't know, it doesn't seem like something you really gotta go to all this effort for, honestly. But let me see what it says. All right, I'm a woman. Okay, all right, easy does it. Easy, color me shocked. So you're going to get your tubes tied and you're a woman. What? Are you one of those people who biology doesn't exist for? If you tell me you're going to get your tubes tied, I can infer that you're a woman. I can do it. I mean, guys can play at being women. They can't have babies, as much as the left will tell you that they can. They can't. So you're never going to have a guy, an actual biological male, whether he identifies as female or not, ever tell you that he's had his tubes tied, because he hasn't. He might have had a vasectomy before he, had it lopped off, but that's different. Right? So, I don't know. I'm a woman. Thanks. I'm at an age where people start asking me when I'm going to have kids. A little nosy, aren't they? Maybe, there are people who actually are infertile who can have kids. And that's like the worst question you could ask them. It's a rude question, really, from anybody. When I'm going to have kids, family, or even neighbors, even family gatherings. Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend at least? I mean, those are prerequisites, aren't they? I mean, I guess you could always get a donor. Uh, gatherings, there's always, so when will you make your parents grandparents? So you're the only daughter, I'm assuming. The onus is on you. I don't have a boyfriend. That's going to be a problem. And once my aunt encouraged me to have unprotected one night stand with a stranger just to get pregnant and give my family a grandchild. So, okay, clearly, it seems like the whole reason your family had you, and I'm sure you feel this way, and this is why you're doing this, is that you're there to create a grandchild by hook or by crook, by one night stand, by however they can make it happen. They want to see it happen. I wouldn't take any drinks from your family. How about that? They're going to set you up with some stranger off of Craigslist. But the thing is, I'm never going to have kids of my own. Adopted maybe in 10 years, but biological, no. Okay. Well, this is your call. It's your decision. It's not your parents, as much as they want it, or your aunts. Pregnancy disgusts me. I don't think it does. I think you have an issue with men. I think you have an issue having a relationship with men. I don't know what your relationship with your father was like, but I feel like you have an issue with men, and it gets in the way of you having a relationship with one. And so to say, pregnancy disgusting, I think that's a cop out. I just think you're not very good at dating or keeping a man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not buying it. That's what I'm saying. But again, it's still your decision whether or not you want to have a kid, and your crazy family seems determined that you do. But let's keep going. All right. Sorry, pregnancy disgusts me and call me selfish, but I would hate my body after it. I got a feeling, and again, I'm just going off of instinct here, that your body is nothing to write home about now. You don't have a boyfriend. You don't mention no close calls or other things. My opinion is like you're not a particularly I don't know how to say it. You're not in high demand. Let's put it nicely. And you were full of delusions and deluding yourself. And now you want to delude your family by saying you're infertile, which, by the way, they're not going to believe. Just so you know, they're not going to buy it. They may not know you had your tubes tied. You don't even have to, really. You don't even have to get your tubes tied, because they're not going to believe it. That you're infertile. It's not like you have to actually do it. Everyone's going to think you're a liar anyway. So just tell them, I don't want to have kids. I would leave out they disgust me, considering how much your parents love them and want grandkids. And I think the fact that you say you loathe kids so much is a direct consequence of your parents' overt love of having a grandchild and children. It's kind of an FU to them. That's just what I'm getting again. Getting my tubes tied is illegal in my country. Really? Yeah, well, that's weird. You should be able to get your tubes tied if you want to. But I plan on traveling to another country to get it done. So how much of an asshole would I be if someone asked me about potential kids again? I mean, you're just saying F you to everyone. You just want them all to stop asking you. So you're going to get your tubes tied. Just say it. Just say, I don't want kids. I had my tubes tied. There you go. I flew to another country because I'm so sick of all you guys bothering me and hassling me. So you're not an asshole, but you've got a lot of unresolved issues that have nothing to do with kids and everything to do with your family. So if someone asks me about potential kids again, I can tell them I can't have them. Well, I wouldn't be lying. Oh, so that's why you're doing it. So it's still a lie, even though you've had your tubes tied. It's still a fucking lie. So you got a lot of issues besides this. You need to see somebody ASAP. I'm just telling you. Maybe then you could actually have a relationship with someone. But if they ask further, I would say, hey, so I got sterilized because I didn't want to be pregnant. You have to have intercourse to get pregnant. And I don't know that you've ever had intercourse, I'll be honest. I would say rather, I'm medically unable to conceive since this would get me as judged. Your issues have nothing to do with pregnancy. Your issues have nothing to do with kids. Your issues have to do with self-esteem, self-worth. This is a cop-out. You've given up on men. You've given up on relationships, but your parents still bother you about having kids, and you just want to be free of all of it. You just want to be free of everything. And that's sad. You get one life, and you're squandering yours. I'm just going to point that out. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. You can take it or leave it. Don't care. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Based means down to earth. Yeah, I think you both are based. Yeah, down to earth. See, you gotta help me out, and I'm thank you for helping me out, Ryan. Ever says, I think you can't do it here until after a kid or older. I know you can't donate an egg legally, etc., without at least having a kid. Really? I didn't know all those rules. All right. Huh. Hold on. Just out of curiosity, when can I get my tubes tied in the U.S.? Let's see. It's interesting to me. When can I get my tubes tied in the United States? Oh, I wonder if it varies by state. It probably does, honestly. I'm guessing. In the United States, you can get your tube tied, tubal ligation, if you please, if you're at least 18 years old and legally able to give informed consent. So that's here. There's no federal age or number of children requirement, though federally funded insurance like Medicaid requires a 30-day waiting period. Yeah, okay. Age limit 18 or older. Some state-specific programs may have unique rules. But yeah, so there you go. Yes, I mean, in this country, at least you can kind of get it done anytime you want. I wouldn't recommend, again, in her situation, she doesn't need it. No one wants to have sex with her. Like, what is it? The ghost of Christmas past going to come in and impregnate you? I don't understand people. I just don't. It's just it's nuts. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yay, and a yay. All right, here we go. Let me do a quick ad for Rumble Wallet because they are rock stars. They are awesome. And you should, it's about time you got in on crypto anyway. So when we hear a lot about crypto, we hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you can actually own and control your money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money and delaying transfers or limiting access, you are in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you've felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today. Everybody's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all that complexity and it makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar-backed stablecoins, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your credit card, debit card, or bank and be up and running in minutes. Once you're set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creator, Hello, like me, directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some. That's Rumble Wallet. It's right there for the taking. Click on it, scan it, do what you need to do. Get in the game, folks. Get in the game. Don't let life pass you by. Too many people do. But yeah, so I feel like that woman has a host of issues, And it really, it's kind of sad. Like that, like the aunt or whatever is like, hey, why don't you just go out and have a one night stand with some stranger, some schnook, so your parents can have a grandchild? Why don't your parents adopt a kid? Are they too old? They want a baby so much. I don't know. Well, they probably want a biological one, but it's not going to happen. And you must be the only female in the family. You must be I'm thinking maybe you're actually the only kid in the family because, they could have grandkids from a son, obviously. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. They probably put so much pressure on you to have grandkids at such a young age. You just friggin' rebelled. So much so you refuse to even have a relationship with a man. I think you're a virgin. I'm just going to say that. How about that? I could be wrong. Am I the asshole? Husband surprised kids by coming home between jobs and got in the pool but wouldn't play with them, and they're heartbroken. He sounds like a douche. What kind of dick dad comes home into the pool? Okay, let's say you just need some downtime, okay? This is what you do. You got two choices here. You have kids. Be a fucking father, you piece of shit. It makes me angry. Choice number one. Hey, kids, I've had such a stressful day at work. I just want to sit in the pool for 15 minutes by myself. So do not come in the pool. I just got to clear my head a little. Just come in at 10:30. What is it now? It's 10:05. Come in at 10:30 and we'll all play. Don't come in before then or you're going to make daddy mad. I just got to get my head together. Yeah. To be honest. That's choice one. So then you can chill. I don't know, drink your beer, do whatever you want to do, pee in the pool. I don't know what you do. Sound like a guy who pees in the pool. And then your kids come in and you play with your kids. Choice two, you just play with your kids. And you hopefully find that enriching and fulfilling and cathartic and joyful and blissful. And then when you get tired and they're a little tired, you say, okay, look, kids, I'm just going to lean over here. And again, you'll probably pee in the pool. And I'm just going to, just chill out here. Just relax. I mean, what a dude. That's a dick dad. I love playing with my son in the pool. I miss the days when he was smaller and I could throw him. Now he's so big, he's almost my size. I can't throw him anymore. He's gonna be throwing me. Husband doesn't utilize it, so might end up showing him this post because he cannot understand the emotional fallout of his actions. The big dummy. So not bothering with the throwaway. Oh, with the fake name? Okay. I am home with two kids, 3 and 9 in the summer. Oh, 3 years old is the perfect age to throw. That is a great age to throw. You can get good distance, and that's a great age. 9, they're getting a little big. They're a little heavier. You gotta throw them from the deep end so you don't fuck your back up. It's in the summer. Your female teacher 42. Your husband has an erratic work schedule. You can say unemployed, including nights and most weekends. I try to make the best to help the kids understand his upcoming schedule so they can plan when they will spend time with him in their heads. Yeah, they love their dad. Why can't he be a good dad? You're probably asking yourself the same question. We have a tiny yard, 10 foot across, 2.5 deep in the ground, unheated pool with filter. And you still got a pool there. What are you complaining about your friggin' small yard for? So I guess it's all pool, but still. I hope they can both swim. With a filter, because otherwise in the backyard, in the partial shade, it's tiny. So it's not belittling your pool. My ex used to belittle the house I bought her. I bought her a house. She'd be like, it's so small, it's tiny. She would apologize. Everybody who came into our house, she would apologize for it. And it just made for awkwardness. And she'd be like, it's so small. I'm just looking at her like, fuck you. And then people are just sitting there just like, what? It's a house in Los Angeles. Those things are expensive. It's just so small. Sorry, that's countertransference. All right. And I would have loved that had a little pool back there. I think we could have maybe a lap pool. We had a decent yard, actually. In the backyard, in a partial shade outside New York, highlight of the summer, and the kids are in it every day. Good. It's our third year with this setup, and we occasionally join them. I was in yesterday. You're a good mom. In the years past, my husband has refused to go in for the entire summer. Ay, what a douche. And I think once, is he ashamed of his body or something, like big fat, and he doesn't want his kids to see him? And I think once gone in, but stood in the water, getting annoyed when he was splashed and got wet. I think once he actually put his whole body in the water. It's weird, man. He worked close to home this morning, and had some things before his regular job started later. So while the kids were in the pool, he texted saying he was 10 minutes out. Kids must have been stoked. He snuck out the back door while the 3-year-old was facing away and the 9-year-old had her head underwater. Their faces, they saw him in his bathing suit. They must have been so excited. Dad, he's going to come swim with us. Oh, he's such a dick. We're nothing short of joyous. Exactly. 9-year-old's jumping up and down. Like if he had a tail, he'd be wagging it. Like a kid on Christmas morning. He gets in the water and stands there. What kind of douche is this? He's impervious to emotion, this man. This was not like previous times where he was cajoled into getting in. He put up no resistance, so he usually does. I thought he was getting used to the water or taking a second before lowering his body in, but no, it soon became clear that he was just planning on standing there up to his knees. Then when he refused to reconsider, I just told him to get out. It's a small pool and don't take up space if you're not participating in it. Your kid's got a dumb, bad dad. I hope, I hope everybody can grow. Everyone can get better. But, he's got, I don't know, maybe he had issues with his father, with his family. He definitely has issues with water. It sounds like he's somewhat afraid of it. He's also probably somewhat afraid of becoming too emotionally connected with his kids, which is really sad. And I'm assuming by proxy, you. Anyway, the kids got out shortly after. The 9-year-old came over where I was watering the tomatoes out of sight of dad and burst into tears. Yeah, that's just awful. I hope you told him what he did to the kids. I'm sure you did. Their dad has made it clear he thinks he has done nothing wrong. He's in he is a black and white thinker, so he's emotionless. That's what I said. He's got no sense of emotion. And when the kids tried to talk to him about it in tears, he just stood there stoically, repeating that the pool was cold, so he didn't want to go in. Yeah, you gotta get your get your kids some help too. They need help. This guy is not a normal human being. Really, he's off, and so you don't want your kids to feel it's something they've done, which of course they will because they're kids. And so you need to let them know that it's not their stuff, it's his. And a great way to do that is through you telling them that, but also helping them out with a little therapy. I don't know if the 3-year-old needs it, but the 9-year-old going to have a lot of daddy issues growing up. Anyway, he can't seem to do things that require the tiniest temporary sacrifice, i.e., 9-year-old finds candy he likes for Halloween and gives it to him. He doesn't want it right then and then proceeds to never want it. We're talking a fun-sized bag of peanuts and M&M's. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. 9-year-old asks him every time he's home for 2 weeks, and then he says snappily, just says he's not in the mood. But, okay, I don't know if that's a great example. Maybe I misread it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But this is a guy who does not have good eating habits or self-control, so he's a big fat slob. I told you it could be a body image thing too. Was he wearing a shirt when he got in? It's not about wanting M&Ms. 9-year-olds feel disappointment that she's never good enough for him. Yeah, oh, she's going to have such daddy issues. And he just doesn't care about, you see, you need to get her help. You need to get her a therapist she can talk to now so she doesn't have all these daddy issues later. Her dad is the issue, and she doesn't need to feel guilty about it, but she does, and she will. So make sure that happens. So Reddit, am I the asshole for sticking by my kids? No. Saying that their dad standing in the pool and not playing was worse than if he just got, no, you're not. Thank God you're there and not enabling him or making it like this is normal behavior for a dad. But you need to really talk to this guy or get him to see someone, and for sure the 9-year-old. I'm more concerned about the 9-year-old than I am your husband, I'll be honest. All right. So yeah, he sees it completely differently and is making me question yourself. Really? Last 2 texts are from tonight when he called from work, and I told him she was still upset about what happened earlier. Then he texted me those 2. There you go. Well, yeah, see, the answer number 1 here was question, does your husband even like your kids? And the kids feel that, man. He has a very hard time connecting, not only with the kids, I'm assuming with the wife also, with anyone. Now, that probably comes from his relationship with his father. So let's nip this in the bud. Let's just make this a 2-generation shit show and save your daughter, the 9-year-old, from having issues with men for the rest of her life, and then flying to, I don't know, some foreign country to get her tubes tied because you guys want grandkids. See, I tied it together. There you go. Yes. All right, Everett. I'm sorry. I was a miss. I missed everything. Oh, it varies by, yeah, I think it does vary by state. We're talking about tube tied or a tubal litigation. No, litigation. I think that's something else. Yeah, if you're a woman and you want your tubes tied, you got to be ready for early menopause. Yeah, you probably do. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I'll be honest. Yeah, removing the uterus, that's aggressive. Usually you only do that like if it's like cancer or something. I'm sure insurance ain't going to cover that. It's like, hey, I want to not have babies anymore. Take my uterus, please. Like Henny Youngman. Take my wife, please. Take my uterus, please. It sounds very expensive and potentially dangerous. So they're like, no, those tubes just kind of wrap them together, tie them in a bow. Let's do that instead. But cancer, they'll take the uterus. Fur babies. I don't have a Labubu. Who are we talking about? Me? I don't have a Labubu collection. Daddy is too drunk and fat to play now. Yeah, maybe the stoicness she refers to is he's just heavily medicated. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's possible too, Ryan. That would be another choice, that the dad is kind of heavily on the spectrum. That's another very plausible choice too. I was thinking that as well, and undiagnosed. So When he goes to the therapist, which hopefully he will, they should also diagnose him for that. But yeah, that's a good call on that, Ryan. Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right, let me. I'm gonna should do at least one. What is today? Today is tomorrow's Thursday. I think tomorrow's my 100th show. I'm kind of excited for that. But I'm gonna do one more for sure. Well, at least one more, maybe two. I don't know. But tonight's today's been long. Here's the thing: I did kickboxing today, and kickboxing just kicks my ass for the rest of the day. But it's a great workout. But oh fuck, it's just an ass kicker. It's a gut busting ass kicker. Jiu-jitsu is nice. Jiu-jitsu, like half the class, you're just laying on the mat watching the teacher show you the technique, and you're just like. Hmm, hmm. Then, like the last 25 minutes or so, you're actually rolling with people, like getting choked, and also having your arm forcibly pulled behind your back. But the kickboxing is nonstop. All right, here we go. Let me. I'm sorry, I'm stalling while I try to find. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Am I the asshole for messing up me and my boyfriend's pizza order? Of all the crimes in humanity, of all the things that could go wrong, this is what we would call a princess problem. People are starving. People are, just all messed up. And your biggest worry is, I shouldn't have gotten the pineapple. It's a good place to be, but I can't imagine you're an asshole for messing up your order. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you're. I mean, really be tough. It's gonna be tough for me to call you an asshole on a messed up pizza order. So tonight, my boyfriend and I decided to order pizza because we were both hungry. You wanted sausage. I like it. He wanted plain. Plain? Who the hell gets plain pizza unless you're like hungover or something? Even then, plain? Not a plain pizza. I mean that's like the pizza. You have one plain pizza for the people who are allergic to everything, but the bread and the cheese. Plain pizza. That sounds like it should be a crime. Anyway, when he said he wanted plain, and I said I wanted, you get a half and half. That's easy. Let's keep going though. When he said he wanted plain, and I said I wanted sausage, he responded, "Okay, we can get sausage too." She just got the half and half. Half plain, half sausage. I took that to mean he was okay with eating sausages. Apparently, he meant he wanted to do half plain and half sausage, but never actually said that. I was going to say, but I mean, you can't. The way you said he said it sounds like he's just like, yeah, just fucking put sausage on and I'll pull him out. That's what it sounded like to me too. So I probably would have done the same thing. But what I would have said is like, you sure you don't want to do half and half? And he'd be like, yeah, that's what I wanted. He'd be like, oh, because it didn't sound like it the way you described it. And then you got in a fight about that. All right. He said, he responded, okay, we can get sausage too. Yeah, I mean, he thinks he's telling you one thing, you think he's telling you another. That's just a miscommunication. I don't think anyone's really at fault on that. I think it's just a miscommunication. But yeah, you could have clarified. Always clarify. Now you know for the future. We ordered through Uber Eats, and it was a buy one get one free deal. So I ordered 2 medium sausage pizzas because I thought we were both okay with sausage. Yeah, you could have got the one sausage, one plain. That's what you should have got. We didn't realize the misunderstanding until after we picked up the food and got home. He opened the boxes and immediately said, "You got 2 sausage pizzas." Yeah, because he might be pissed. It wasn't on purpose. I thought you said you'd eat sausage. He said he wanted plain. There you go. Who's on first? The sausage pieces were really small, so he could just pick them off if he didn't want them. He took one bite, kind of tossed it back into the box, and went to sit on the couch and sulk. I'll add that. Then he started saying, "Why didn't you just get half and half?" It was a misunderstanding. You're not the asshole in this. It was an honest mistake. You both said this one thing and you had different interpretations of it. I explained that I thought he changed his mind. He responded that I should have done half and half anyway. No, not anyway. And I went back to check the app and told him I didn't see that option. You could still get it done though. He took the phone, showed me how to do it. Yeah. And asked if I was retarded. Great guy, this guy. I don't like him. He needs to chill out a little. I told him it was an honest mistake. It was. And then he could literally take the sausage off. He can. That's when he started saying I was being argumentative and that I always have to be right. Here's where the big problems in the relationship come. You guys need some couples therapy. I stopped talking, went upstairs because I didn't want the situation to get worse. That's actually probably a good call. A few minutes later, he came upstairs and told me he wanted to break up with me. This ain't about the pizza. It's just not. This is about like you always being right and he thinks you're retarded. I mean, it's about all that. The pizza was just like the last straw. He says, eh. And honestly, I think you're better off without him. If he's gonna, call you names like an asshole, he's the asshole here. A few minutes later, he came upstairs, said he wanted to break up with me. I'm genuinely really confused, asked over a pizza. He said it wasn't about the pizza. It's not. It's because I was argumentative and I always want to be right and I just can't apologize. This is a misunderstanding. I generally thought it has nothing, again, you're obsessed with the pizza. It has nothing to do with the pizza. It has to do with your relationship as a whole. I wasn't trying to prove him wrong. I'm trying to understand if I'm missing something here. Was I actually being argumentative or is this an extreme reaction to an honest mistake? This has nothing to do with the pizza. This was the final straw. Honestly, I think you're better off without this guy. I mean, when you start calling people like retarded and stuff like that, that's very hurtful. Like as mad as you get. I mean, that's just a shitty thing to say to someone. I think you're better off. You can find someone else. Now, here's the thing: if you find someone else and you find them coming up to you at some point after the romance period is over, so to speak, and they're telling you you're argumentative and you always have to be right, where there's a lot of smoke, there's probably fire. So you may after two of those, it may be you. It may be you. Just saying. Just saying. All right, listen, everyone. I'm gonna cut and run. I love you all. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow for a full show. I'm not feeling great either. I'm just a little upset stomach and things like that. But I love you. Yeah, he thinks like a woman. Oh my God. Oh, the resentment came out over the pizza. Yeah. Well, hey, if you want your pizza a certain way, it can cause issues. Yeah. You maybe ever eaten. I hate to say it. You could be right. But yeah. All right, listen, I love you all. Have a great night. I'm gonna have some antacid and then I'm gonna go to bed. And I'll be ready for my 100th show tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I think, right? Let me check real quick. Pretty sure it's my 100th show. Let me see. I got to see what number I'm on now. Hold on a minute. Go here. If I go to my content, yeah, 99. Tomorrow's 100, folks. So good times. I'll be in tomorrow. Obviously, do a full show tomorrow, and I would do one tonight, but I don't know. My stomach's bugging me. But I love you all. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting me to almost 100 shows, and tomorrow will be the big day. So that's going to be fun. I'm probably going to drink, maybe a little. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go, Ever Eden. Yeah, who knew? I'm not going to do a lot, but I am probably going to have a sifter of whiskey. How about that? All right, folks. God bless you. I'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you, Ever Eden, for tuning in and all the great commentary, and Ryan as well, and the Spectrum comment probably spot on. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to cut this. Say goodnight proper, and I will be back here tomorrow. Remember, everyone, if you've got a problem, I've got a solution. I am Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. Have a great evening. Good night, everybody.